Hi, my name is Candy Creech. I'm with Renewed by Truth, and I want to share with you today how to plan 15 pieces of content from one social media idea. And I have a little form for you or a little PDF that you can print out and do this that's really going to make it so much easier. I know when I started my business, I had trouble figuring out where to get content ideas from, how to stay within my brand, and it would just be so overwhelming. And what I realized is when I wrote it down, it helped me to plan that out and figure out exactly what I was going to post. It gave me a lot more confidence in posting. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. So the first thing, this is what I created for you, is a social media content creator. And the idea is to come up with something that has to do with your brand or your niche. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to walk you through it so you're not going to be confused. But I wanted to show you what the blank printable PDF looks like. Now, if you want this is in my Facebook group. It's free. You can get that in there. It's called Master Your Online Business. And I put that link in the notes of this video so you can go join that Facebook group and grab that. So that's the first thing you want to do, just come up with an idea. And then you want to break that idea into three different areas. One is educate. You always want to educate people on things. One is entertain, because we're all about being entertained, but we're also usually teaching somebody something while we're entertaining them when we have a business. And then empower. Empower can be you're empowering somebody else to take a step and do what you're showing them, teaching them about, and you're kind of inspiring them. So that's what empower is. And then from each of those things, you're going to start creating your content, and you're going to have 5 different areas for each of these: educate, entertain, and empower. So one, of course, is short form video. That's your reels and your TikToks. The more of these you can do, the more your business is going to grow, especially for Instagram, because they're going to even more reels. I mean, it's really becoming a video platform. The second one is Instagram carousel. Honestly, that is kind of going out. I think you could still post short Instagram carousels maybe once a week. So that's something that you can do. Long form video, of course, that's your YouTubes and that's your lives. And you definitely still want to have some long form video. And then your Facebook post, which same thing, shorter the better. Nobody wants to read a long thing. If somebody wants to read something really long, tell them it's on your website, on your blog, and they can go read it. But most people do not want to read long things anymore. And then, of course, your story post. And your story post on Instagram and Facebook, you have so much freedom there to post more about the business side, maybe about your products, maybe about, something, a workshop that you're selling or coaching you're doing or things like that. So what I want to do is I just want to take you through this. So say you have a business that's a health and wellness business, okay? And what happens during the summer with people that try to eat healthy, try to stay healthy, or maybe they're on some kind of weight loss program right now? What happens when they go on vacation? We all kind of lose it when we go on vacation, right? We eat everything out there. Sometimes we gain weight. Our digestion gets out of whack. Sometimes we don't take any supplements. Sometimes we go after we get back from vacation, we get sick because of the lack of sleep and not eating correctly. So you want to be aware of those things. If you're in a health and wellness business, you want to look at what is going around with people, with your customer avatar. What will happen? Vacation. So that was just a perfect idea, I think, for when I come up with this, because it's June. So how to stay healthy while on vacation. So this is just a great, if you sell any kind of health and wellness products, this is a great way to get multiple pieces of content to post on social media. Okay, so educate. So educate, there can be so many different things that fall under this. And that's what you want to do, is you want to kind of do a brain dump and say, okay, I can educate people on sunscreen, on vitamin D, on any other supplements. I can talk about watching your total calorie content, where you can still eat things that you love, but not getting too many calories for the whole day. We talk about healthy snacks instead of always choosing some kind of junk food, maybe healthy snacks. We talk about staying hydrated. So just want to kind of do like a brain dump right here under each of these spots. And so come up with a few of those ideas. Then you come over to entertain. How can we take vacationing, staying healthy while on vacationing, and make it funny and entertaining? So this is really where your reels and your TikToks come in. And even sometime a post, a funny post, something behind the scenes, a story. Have you ever went on vacation and before you do, you have all these clothes laid out on your bed and these suitcases, and you're like, how am I going to get all this in here? That can be considered an entertaining post, right? So what about trying to pack? And you could do it in a funny way, and you could make a reel or TikTok about it. Throwing out snacks. You could throw out unhealthy snacks, like you're going to take those and then take them back and throw out some healthy snacks that you're going to take. Water bottles. You're like, oh, I want to make sure I get enough water in. So you could like gather up all these bottles or different containers that you have. Is like, I got to make sure I get all my water in. So with entertaining, I think this is probably the easiest one to always come up with fun content for entertaining. And then the last one is your empower. So you want to empower people to take a step to stay healthy while they're on vacation. So show them how they can enjoy vacation without weight gain. That's something that you want to do. Show them, talk about going to the gym when they're on vacation. Maybe not every day, but or maybe getting some extra walks in. And then you can show yourself doing these things. Maybe you show some exercises from your hotel room. So what you're going to do after you brain dump all these ideas here, then you're going to go over to your short form video. And I always say, do things that are trending, okay, and talk, because now, it used to be just all about music and voiceovers and dancing and stuff like that. But now everybody's going to the short form video for education. That's what people are watching. So if people are going on vacation and they're into weight loss or into staying healthy, or that's something that they think they're interested in, then they're going to watch your short form video. So one, you want to educate, and you can talk about, hey, here's my top 3 supplements. You don't have to do a voiceover. Here's my top 3 supplements to keep you healthy while you are on vacation. Okay. You can tell something that you're doing before we go on vacation. We always go get vitamin injections before we go, especially if we're flying. So you can share that. And then entertain, of course, that's the easy one when it comes to short form video. And then empower, same thing. You can say, hey, here's 3 easy exercises that you can do in your hotel room 10 minutes a day while you're on vacation. Like, don't absolutely lose all your progress. Okay. So you can still do short form video on those. IG carousel. So this is just basically a post on Instagram, and Instagram is kind of going away from these, but this is the way I look at it. If you say you did a reel on Instagram and somebody saw it and they're like, who is this chick? I want to follow her. Then what do? They go over to your page and they scroll through and look, and they want to see what you're about. And I think that when that happens, sometimes those IG carousels on there now, if they're short, that's the other thing I've noticed. I would just do like 3 slides, because people were doing like 10 slides, and that people get bored with that. They're not going to read all that. So make them very simple, one thing on each slide, 3 slides, and ask them, make it where they'll have to save, share, some kind of call of action. But I think it tells people a little bit about who you are when you do those, and they want to go over to Instagram and look at those. So it's just, you're going to be giving tips on those, and you're going to do things that's engaging them, that's going to ask them a question to hopefully get them to comment. So remember that with every single post you do, you want to engage your audience. Always be having a call to action. Long form videos. So this is where you can take your short form video of, hey, here's my top 3 supplements in 30 seconds. And then a longer video in 5 to 10 minutes on a live or YouTube, and say, these are my favorite supplements to travel with and why. And this is maybe where you get them. If this is really why I use these are the results that I've had with them. Okay. And then long form video on how to pack. Take your friends on your journey with you, packing for vacation. And then, like I said, exercises from your hotel room. That can be like a longer YouTube or live. Now, Facebook post. So give a tip for educating. So you're going to give a small tip, short. This needs to be short, and you're going to ask an engaging question. And the same thing with entertain. It's going to be something funny and engaging to get your audience to engage. And then you're going to empower and get your audience to engage every time you do that Facebook post. And then story posts for IG and Facebook. Okay. So what I like to do on my story post and my Facebook posts and my lives is drive people to my Facebook group. I think a Facebook group is kind of like your store. And when you're posting out on social media and doing all the things, it's kind of like a billboard or a commercial to get people to come to your store. And your Facebook group is kind of like your store. It lets them see more things that you have, who you're about. Why do they want to shop here? What are they going to learn? What are they going to see? And so in your stories, you have a chance to do something funny, to do something personal, to tell them, hey, you're going to give them more information in your Facebook group. Maybe your Facebook group, you do a workshop. So you drive them there about, hey, we're going to do a whole workshop on how to stay healthy while on vacation. So you drive them to your Facebook group. You can share if you sell health and wellness products. Obviously you do, if this is what you're doing, then you want to say, hey, these are my top 3 supplements. These are my top 3 things to add to water to stay hydrated. These are travel packets of things that we sell that you can continue to take your products while on vacation. You put all those kind of things in your story. And remember, your story is a story. It shows the behind the scenes of your life. It shows more of who you are. And then you tell about how these products has helped you along the way. And this is why you love them. And this is how you're able to stay healthy every time you travel. And so with your story post, you're going to educate, you're going to entertain, you're going to empower, you're going to do all those things on your story post. So I hope this helps you to learn how you can take one content idea from your brand, your niche, and you can get 15 pieces of content out of it. So if you would like this printable PDF, I have it in my Facebook group. So it's Master Your Online Business Coaching for Christian Women. And the links in I always say the show notes when I'm doing my podcast, but this is in the notes here on this YouTube. You can go join. You can grab those for free. I would love to have you join our group. If you want more tips like this to help you grow your business, and please follow me on all my platforms. I would absolutely love that. If you found value here, subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you guys.